Hey sister, have you ever wanted to be an entrepreneur, a businesswoman of amazing fortune, but don't know where to start? This week I have been looking at side hustle ideas. So I've got 10 side hustle ideas that will get you started, get your business going, and maybe take you to the stratosphere.
Okay, so let's look at 10 of the best side hustle ideas that I found. As I say, I'm sure there are lots more, and depending on your experience, your interests, and your background, you may already have something in mind. But if you're looking to gain business experience or you're looking to make a little bit of extra cash, then a side hustle could be the way to go. So the ones that I've been investigating are as follows. Let's talk about dropshipping. Now, I know a little bit about dropshipping because I used to have a dropshipping business. I used to sell boho clothes via dropshipping, and it worked really well. Obviously, it was very reliant on social media and images, but it was a good way to go, and it was a fun business. So dropshipping could be something for you. So it allows you to sell products directly to the customer, and you don't have to buy any stock, which is a great advantage. That's great because obviously you're not, if you're in a startup situation or you want to get going straight away, having to invest in stock is a bit of a nightmare. The manufacturer not only carries the stock for you, but they will ship directly to the customer for you. So you don't have any of those shipping costs and shipping problems associated. So your main focus can be on marketing and customer services. Now, these are often the lifeline of any business. So it's terrific if you want to grow quickly. And if you've got strong marketing background or strong marketing skills, then dropshipping could be a way to go. It plays to your strengths. It's one of the rare side jobs that will allow you to become a true entrepreneur. The business, you're actually the owner of your very own business. You're just using somebody else's products and shipping services. So if you've got an entrepreneurial itch, probably a good way to scratch it. I suggest if you're looking at this that you do like I did and go into a passion. So you could be very much into gardening. So you could sell gardening equipment, for example, or beauty products, anything that really interests you, and you can build, an audience along with you. So if it was beauty products, you could do makeup tutorials, photos before and after, that kind of thing, which always get good views, and that will help build your marketing platform and sell on your dropshipping business. Any niche tool, there are all sorts out there. The weirder, the better. Obviously, if you can find yourself a little niche that works really well for you, I am sure there will be somebody that will support it. So there we go. How much money can you make with dropshipping? Well, that depends, like a lot of things, on how much money you put into the business. How much time, you put into the business and how much marketing. Social media marketing isn't technically difficult, but it is a lot of hard work and it is very, very time consuming. So kind of make sure you understand the value of the product you're selling and the amount of sort of time and commitment it may take for you to actually get yourself started. If you're wanting cash straight through the door, unless you've already got a large following in a particular niche, then you're going to have to start from scratch, which is good. Fresh eyes and all of that. But if you've got a niche that you're already productive in, then maybe you would go with that one. So that's dropshipping, ladies. So next, I've got freelance writing, one of my favorites because I actually do love to write. It allows you to make money working from home and while you can still work in a proper job, if that's what you want, if that's what you've got. Basically, you're trading your time for money. So you're actually limited because of that as to how much money you're going to make. But if you're looking to earn some extra cash and do something that you love, rather than finance a completely separate lifestyle. So this might be the way to go. The secret to succeeding as a freelance writer is to charge the clients based on the value you bring rather than the time you spend writing. Because obviously writing takes a very long period of time. Most writers, it seems, will actually undercharge, and that results in a very fast burnout and you don't get much payoff for it. So weigh the value of what you're writing pricing against what the customer is prepared to pay. Now, I've done a little bit of research. Obviously, in terms of what you're going to earn, it can give you, I'm going to talk in dollars. It's a pretty international currency these days. Apparently, 500 to 3,000 a month extra as a side hustle, but it is a lot of work. You are exchanging time, so you need to have the time available to write. If you're starting out, you might want to start by focusing on building your portfolio and skill set. Tools such as Fiverr and Craigslist can probably make it easier to land the first few clients. And the other website that's often mentioned if you're looking at freelance writing is something called ProBlogger, not something I've used, but it is a platform that is used by a lot of freelance writers. So that's freelance writing. If you love writing, then that may well be an option for you. So next on my list, affiliate marketing. Okay, it's a good side hustle idea. It can either make you a lot of money or it will make you nothing at all. Affiliate marketing is where people click through from your website, your blog, or your YouTube account to a third-party site where they spend some money, and then the third party pays you commission for every penny, every cent spent with them. So it's about finding the right product to sell. So you need to have the right products to sell in the first instance, and it's about finding the right partner to go with. If you want to be an affiliate marketeer for e-commerce stores, your commission will be a lot lower than if you're drop shipping things yourself. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. But there are lots of tech companies out there that will pay good money for affiliates to bring customers to them. How much money you make at this side hustle depends on the product you're selling and the affiliate network you use. The best one to mention, which I think everybody knows, but everyone forgets, is Amazon, where you can literally link to any product you like. But equally, obviously, the commission rate is very low. On the other hand, some business selling subscriptions and memberships pay sort of handsomely for some of their introductions. So again, it depends on your skill set and your niche, what you're interested in, what you're good at. But if you already have a blog or a website or a very popular YouTube channel, so affiliate marketing will probably help bring some more cash through the door. So you need that audience to start with, and that would be my top tip for affiliate marketing. It's not something that you can probably build a brand with. So that's affiliate marketing. Join the gig economy. Yes. So if your 9-to-5 job pay fluctuates and you don't have a predictable income and you might need a bit more money for some months and less for others, side gigs are maybe a way to go for you. Now, I've already mentioned Fiverr, but these are the sort of things you create on Fiverr. If you look, the list is just endless. Or you might pick up the occasional freelance project on Upwork. That's another good site. You might be creating product mock-ups for a client one week and helping someone build their social media strategy. The next week is all very varied. The type of project you work on will vary drastically, but if you like variety, this side hustle could be the one that's perfect for you. What kind of money can you make? Well, as usual, it depends. It depends on the amount of commitment and time you can put in. But again, somewhere, if we're talking dollars, between $50 and $2,000 a month, depending on the sort of side gig platforms you maybe choose to use. Just to give you an example, my video editor, for example, makes over $1,000 a month doing video clips on Fiverr. He gets $10. That's dollars. So he gets $10 for each, and they take about 10 minutes to do. So if you do that maths, he's making about $1,000 a month for less than 5 hours a week. He's got pretty slick at it, I have to say. If you are thinking of doing this, platforms like Fiverr are dependent on reviews. So if you're just starting out, you'll have to get your friends to buy a gig and review it for you. But then you'll get some ratings, you get a higher start rating, then people can trust you. So it's a little tip: if you are thinking of starting on Fiverr, then get someone to buy a couple of gigs off you. That will give you a head start. So maybe that's the way to go for you, particularly if you have technical skills, video editing skills, that kind of thing. So after that, we have blogging. Again, being a writer, I love a bit of blogging. It's a good side hustle job. Again, you can do it from home, pretty much anywhere in the world for that matter. Prior to COVID, you would have seen professional bloggers even in cafes up and down the country and blogging from the beach, which is always the dream, I think. It allows you to build a personal brand, which is good. So people start to know who you are, and you own your own assets. So that's also good. You're not giving away your intellectual property, the inside of your head, for free. You can write about your passions. In fact, it's probably best to do, because having a particular niche you can write about obviously gives you a level of expertise and a niche to go at in terms of your client base. I don't know, yoga for midlife ladies, or women in business, or beauty for mums, four-wheel drive cars, window box gardening, anything and everything that is your passion, you can start to blog about. How to monetize your blog? Well, there's a few ways. Affiliate links we've just spoken about. Adverts through Google AdSense can work, or some sponsored posts, or by adding a shop link where you sell dropshipping products. So the others come into this as well. Or maybe downloadable information products, which I'll talk about in a minute. It's one of the side hustles where you're not making any extra money at the beginning, unfortunately. But if you're writing about your field, you're passionate, that really help. It'll help you stick with it past the first few months where it's hard work for very little payback. However, if you are passionate about blogging, you can create an online store that you can monetize and add a blog to it. That will help start monetizing it sooner rather than later. As your blog grows, as I say, use something like Google AdSense to monetize your blog. Okay, so what's next on my list? Information products. Well, this will allow you to build a long-term brand. So if you're looking for a side hustle to make some money, why not try selling information products? You'll need to do some research, and it also takes some marketing skills for you to be able to flourish. Some topics I believe are really popular right now. If you find the right topic where there isn't enough about it for people to get the information, you can make money from these opportunities by creating content around it. If you apply a little thought, you don't necessarily need a complicated website. You can even own your self-published books on Amazon's and tools such as Designer, Designrr, allow you to create an ebook with your content in less than an hour. So all good stuff in terms of if you're wanting to put some information products out there. You can have audio or video products. There's places like Teachable or LinkedIn Learning. Other sites can help you out with this as well. Making money depends on your niche, and it depends on your marketing skills. Lots of other factors thrown in, obviously. It isn't immediate like some of the other opportunities, but it can be very lucrative, for limited day-to-day involvement once you've set it up and you've set up the marketing. This side hustle lends itself to money making if you can focus on issues where people have got huge problems that they need to solve. So always good. So give you an example. If you're into fitness, you could create a fitness workout or diet plan with a recipe book, maybe. If people are desperately trying to solve this particular problem, I know that I'll sign up tomorrow. You can provide value by helping them do this. The content you create can guide them towards that solution. So you can be helping people out here, which is always good. So what's next on my list? Well, unsurprisingly, we have to mention it. We have the Instagram influencer. Yes, you can still be an Instagram influencer, ladies. Lots of people dream of being famous. Whilst I can't sing, I'm certainly not a supermodel. Most people don't have the chance. But if you are an Instagram influencer, you can build a personal brand around you based on what you have and what you do. I don't know, maybe you've got really cool fashion sense, or you bake awesome cakes. On Instagram, anyone can start a side hustle by becoming an influencer. If you're not keen on the spotlight, that's cool too. You can build a profile around your dog or photography, for example. You can monetize Instagram in a couple of ways, such as sponsored posts. Instagram takeovers or paid for shout outs always help, so that might be a way to go. Now, the trick is to be consistent with the type of content you post. If you've seen my Instagram channel, it's very consistent. I post motivational and business quotes on there every day, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. So I suggest you head over there, have a little look at how that's created. It's the Brainy Biscuit Instagram if you haven't looked. People will also need to know, what you're posting and when you post, how often you post, because you'll gain followers because they will look for you at certain times to see what you've posted recently, and they want to have some sense of the content you're likely to be posting. So they pop it in their favourites. They can look for it on a regular basis. You won't be able to monetize this straight away. You are going to need to get followers for your particular Instagram account. So you will need to invest a lot of time into growing your follower base, which is not difficult to do, but it does take time. I've got posts about strategies for growing your Instagram audience. If you're interested, certainly look those up. But bear in mind that 5,000 of truly engaged followers are more useful to you than 500,000 totally disengaged or passive followers. So it's not about the quantity, it is absolutely about the quality. So you can still be an Instagram influencer, ladies. Just find your niche. Okay, next on my list, this is a really popular area right now. And if you have the skills, this might be good for you. So it is a common side hustle, but there really is a high demand for virtual assistants. Now, a virtual assistant is basically an office assistant, a simple assistant who works in a remote location rather than working with you at any given time. You can help with tasks such as social media, bookkeeping, administration, and obviously tons more. There's been the demand for this has grown because business owners need ad hoc help on various projects, and they don't actually want to commit to paying a full-time PA. Certainly if it's a startup, for example, it gives them the flexibility to recruit the right assistant for the right job without having the overhead permanently. You can also specialize. You might be a virtual assistant around social media. You'd have fewer potential clients if you specialize, obviously, but you should be able to charge a slightly higher rate because those clients who work with you will be more loyal if you've got a particular skill set that they are looking for. Again, you're going to need to find clients somewhere. So Upwork is mentioned a lot. So popular websites like Upwork, but you will get better results if you are prepared to be an independent contractor. But that means, again, it might be a bit harder to find clients. Social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram come into their own. Building a business this way means that you can earn more money than going through another website, obviously. So a virtual assistant, they're hot right now. And if you have the skills, maybe that's something you should go for. Now, photography. I love photography, but I'm terrible at it. I am the person that doesn't even get you in the shot when you're the subject. So I'm absolutely not going to be a photographer. But if it's something you like, there is a huge demand for all sorts of images out there now for all sorts of reasons. So if you've got a camera and you've got some basic Photoshop skills, this could be the side hustle for you. If you like taking pictures of your city, then maybe you could sell your photos locally to restaurants, newspapers, that sort of thing. A local city blog maybe. There are sites like Foap, F-O-A-P, not something that I'm into because I'm not into photography, and they will allow you to sell your pictures on the platform and you can earn money with every photo you sell. Now, if you'd rather not do that, then you can let other people use your pictures on products like canvases and t-shirts and phone cases to make money. So that's a way to go too. The other way, which is good if you're starting out in a particular local area or a particular niche, wedding photography, pet photography, product photography. They're really good. You'll get some good clients that way, maybe some repeat clients if you're looking at product or business photography. Not as exciting maybe as taking photographs of everyone's dogs, but product photography might be a way to go. But you're going to have to publicize yourself again through social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. So there, you need to have your social media skills nailed, ladies. If you're thinking of putting your photographs onto a stock photo site, it really is a numbers game. The more pictures you take and upload, the better chance you will have to be found. Once you're found, then people can start to look for your stuff, your style, etc. You'll need to make sure you have all of the right tags so that people can find the photos easily. Now, obviously, the more pictures you take, the faster you'll develop your photography skills. So it's kind of a win-win all round. And there is a huge need for great images all of the time. It's just how you find your niche, as I say, not one for me. Okay, part-time job. I think you were expecting me to come up with amazing business ideas, but I'm talking about side hustles that could lead somewhere. If you're looking to hone your business skills, or you're looking to get some extra cash, then a part-time job could be for you, particularly if it exposes you to different businesses, different aspects of business. Then it's a win-win because you're getting paid to learn. You simply trade your time for money. So, you might choose to get a part-time job. I know it's something that I've done in the past. It doesn't have to be office work. If you're working 9 to 5, you could get dog walking or babysitting gigs as a part-time job. You could work in a restaurant as waiting staff, maybe, depending on what time you can commit to it. It's telemarketing, social media posting. There's a host of other sort of part-time jobs. It isn't all just about being a temp in an office. There may be something in your existing industry, for example. You might want to be a full-time marketeer who wants to take on a social media gig as a part-time hobby that gives you some cash. There's lots of sites you can look at to find jobs you can do in the evenings and weekend. The thing to bear in mind, of course, is the fact that if you worked all week, you might not want to work all weekend. So take that into consideration if you are thinking of going with a part-time job. And unlike some of the other stuff that I've spoken about already, your cash will be capped because obviously you've only got so much time you can exchange in terms of to be paid. So part-time job is something to consider. It depends on what you're looking to do and how fast you want to get there, whether it's for a bit of extra cash or for the skills, the experience, and for the knowledge. So, here we go. You can make some money each month. You can develop new skills. You can build a personal brand, which could be good for you going forward, or a portfolio that you can show to future customers when you are running your Starship enterprise. It might give you a bit more freedom. Make sure you've got some fun with it. It should be something that you enjoy doing. You will meet new, different and interesting people. One of the things I would say about this is just be a little bit careful to make sure that you have the time and the energy for your side hustle and that there is no conflict of interest with your existing employer, because that would be a no-no. It might be the way that you can start to live your life on your own terms. This can put some money in your pocket for the future or give you access to a little bit of spending money so you can have the nicer things in life. So there's nothing to stop you. Let's make our dreams come true, sister. So that's it. Hopefully that's given you some inspiration that you can get up and go and do something with the skills you've got pretty much straight away that could lead to your entrepreneurial lifestyle in the future. Any questions, queries, or comments, as usual, let me know. Take care.